Hello, this is a video showing you how Modern Warfare Zombies works in Modern Warfare 3. If you're like me, you open it up and you had no idea. So here's a quick rundown. Before you start the match, in the bottom right you can select your missions. It's like its own campaign, split into different acts. Act 1 is basic and it's full of really small little missions like open 25 loot boxes, ping a contract, complete the contract, and exfil, purchase a weapon from a wall and kill 30 enemies with that weapon. I think there is 20 missions in Act 1. I'm about a third of the way through. I think my next one is to kill a convoy of mercenaries and take their key card. That's the next one that I am going to be doing. There we go, I've just equipped the mission. When you go onto the mission, you just have to press X or A if you're on the Xbox to equip the mission. And if you go on Start, confirm the mission, and then before it actually throws you in, you'll go into your loadout. So you can edit your inventory, and what you can see at the top is things that I have been in the Zombies mode game, and I've exfiltrated with these items in my inventory, and because I had them in my inventory and I didn't die, get to keep them and take them away. You can click on the empty slots, and anything that you've taken away previously, you can press square to store. If you unequip it, it will go into this stash. I've just stacked up a load of perk drinks. You can get schematics. I don't know how they work yet, but I'm assuming the schematic drops in harder acts of the campaign during the Zombies game, and you can craft items to upgrade your weapons and that before you start a fresh game. You have a field upgrade that you can use. I've unlocked 4 there. They slowly load up over time. You can see in the bottom right corner while you're in the game mode, the circle will fill around it. When it's full and ready, it'll let you know. You press left L1 and R1 together, and it'll use the upgrade. Normally something along the lines of it freezes all the enemies around you or deals a big amount of damage. Then you get to select a lethal and a tactical. They unlock and become available as your character levels up. So say you unlock the Semtex at level 30. When you're level 30, you can always choose to take one of those in when you start. I always choose the Semtex because it sticks to the enemy, because you're normally running away from zombies. You can stick it to one instead of throwing a grenade, and they all run away from the grenade. And tactical wise, works the same. I've just unlocked shock stick, which is good because if there's a group and you need to get away, you can throw it at them and it'll keep them all still for a minute. The weapons you get insured weapons, which is a weapon that you can take in. If you die during the game, you won't lose the weapon, you just have to wait a little bit of time. I think it's 8 hours before you can take that same weapon back in. So you don't lose it, it's not gone forever, you just have to wait a little bit of time. Unlike the contraband, if you pick those weapons that you pick up, and if you exfiltrate, you bring it back with you so you can use it at the start of another game match. But if you take it in and you die, you lose it all. When you upgrade a weapon during the game and you exfiltrate, the weapon isn't upgraded anymore, pack-a-punch wise, so you can't take that back in with you. You have to re-upgrade that when you go back into the game. So we have just clicked matchmake and been grouped up with a random player. You either paired with 1 or 2 other people to make a squad of 3. You'll see him on the right of me in a second, or her. That's them. I have no idea who they are. But we've just started, so you can open up your map. Actually, first thing, if you want to switch to third person, press the pause button and you just press X or A, and you can switch between first and third. So on the map now, you're always dropped on the outside of the map, and there's all sorts of stuff, and it's quite big. But once you get used to playing, it's not actually as big as what you think it's going to be. The blue icon you can see just at the top is a phone that's a contract. So the idea is you press up, highlight over the contract, you press up to ping it, and then you go there and you have to complete a little mission. This one is to defend a ground area. So you activate some little beacons, and then you have to wait for some information to upload. But while you're waiting, zombies and mercenary people will come and attack you. But the idea is to go do that, and then once you complete it successfully, you get a little reward cachet and some money to spend. So I'm going to ping that, and now you can see it's flashing on the screen. So I'm going to run over to there. I'll probably fast forward through the run because it'll take me a couple of minutes to get there. So we've just got onto the contract. You find a little phone and hold down square or X on the Xbox. And now the contract started. So what's popped up on the screen are 3 little reactor information upload things. So I need to run to each of these. Hold down square. Seismic refractor. That's what it's called. There's 3 of these that you run to. When you pop one of these, zombies will start coming out of the ground. But if you want to rush through, you can just ignore them. And run to the 3rd one, which is in this building. This is where we're going to be for the rest of this contract. Do this. And then there's a final little marker that's just popped up over at the side. Kill these enemies first. So you go down, hold square, begin transmission, and now we have to wait for about 2 minutes, I think it is. Just speeding this up because we are here now for the remainder of the contract. The zombies keep spawning, and 2 or 3 groups of mercenaries will drop down in helicopters outside the building, and they'll come in around you from the ground floor, the 1st floor, or the 1st floor and the 2nd floor if you're in the US. They're a lot harder to survive against compared to the zombies, so do be careful. When you kill the last few, a reward rift will appear, which comes on when the contract ends, when you've completed it. And you'll see it's a purple, glowy rift in space and time, shows it. And you go up to that, hold down square, and you get some rewards, which are random. Before you go up to it, make sure you kill any extra enemies that decide to run in 3s like those 3. I don't know what they were doing. Because while you're looking at your rewards, enemies can still get you, and you can die quite quick.
I got you.
So we just finished that contract. My teammate got downed by a mercenary that were hiding at the end. So you can revive him. And then I'm just going to show you on the map when you I should refill my ammo, sorry. You go outside, find somewhere safe, and on the map you'll see, when I zoom out, around the edge of the map in normal colour, it's like tier 1, level 1 difficulty. The orange is tier 2 and the red is tier 3. When you get to tier 2, the difficulty of the zombies and the missions becomes, what I'd say, 10 times harder. You need to be able to upgrade your gun at a pack-a-punch machine, which you'll find on the legend. I can't really tell what the symbol is, but if you look for that symbol around the map, in the outer area you can upgrade your gun to common, which is green. You do that before you go into the orange zone, because it makes it a little bit easier to kill the enemies. When you're in the orange zone and use a pack a punch, you can get up to level 2, and then in the red you can upgrade there and get to level 3. So make sure when you go into the higher zones that you've equipped your armor plates. You hold down triangle when you've got them, and you have upgraded your gun. For now, I'm just going to look for an exfil zone. Okay, so the exfil zone is on the map. There's a little square or a helicopter, and it says exfil. So you go towards it and you'll see a green smoke on the floor. You have to go up there and hold down X, and a lot of zombies will start appearing around the area. In the outer level 1 areas, it's quite easy. You just need to kill and run around. And if you've got some people with you, you're fine. If you're in tier 2, you have to be really careful. And it's best to have a car or something that you can use to do circles around the smoke until the helicopter lands. It takes about 60 seconds, and when the helicopter gets here, the timer will pop up on the screen. If you get in the helicopter now, you don't go anywhere. The zombies can come in, and you're kind of stuck. And unless you're using a glitch or you're superhuman, you're not gonna survive in that tiny space. Decoy grenades are good here, you can throw them and the zombies will bugger off. But when the counter gets down, get in, and then any zombies that try to get in will just freeze and die. They won't come in. Fly up in the sky, and there you go. So that is, in a nutshell, what you do in the game. When you start, the game is 45 minutes long. You have to make sure you exfil before the timer runs out. So go in, you can talk to your squad mates, do contracts, level stuff up, work your way through the missions, and enjoy. I hope that's been helpful. I've got other videos of the campaign and some trophies on my channel if you want to have a look. But thank you and goodbye.